Hello guys, and welcome back to Three Kingdoms Total War with the Beneath a Red Sky mod. I was pretty pissed off at the end of the last video because we took Huainan, and in the siege battle, basically the units wouldn't go through the gateway that we captured. They insisted on all piling up the siege towers, which caused me a huge amount of lag. So just at the start of this video, I want to make clear that that is not a bug introduced by the mod. Those kind of siege bugs have been going on in Total War games, certainly since Rome 2. They got the odd bug in Medieval 2, but it just simply wasn't as bad as the ones that were in Rome 1, and they still occasionally crop up from time to time. And CA do need to sort those out. I mean, they're a large company now, and those kind of things are unacceptable. But anyway, that's enough of a little whinge from me. Let's get on with the game. We, as I said, took this city, so just dealing with the aftermath of that now. We've got some ancillaries, and we've earned a title, General of the Standard. Win 10 decisive or heroic battles. We've gained a guard, a clay pig, and a warglaive, so those will all be quite useful, I think. And one of the things I was happy about is our army in that siege battle. Although it was frustrating and not enjoyable to play, we didn't actually take too many casualties. So my plan is next turn we will either go and take out this army, or we'll march north and try and secure the whole of the commandery. And
there is no end.
I need to repair the city. Money situation, we have got a deficit now, but that may be resolved once we repair. So let's end the turn and see how we get on.
Some things are better gained through trade.
No, we're in a war.
Time,
we need to focus on one opponent at a time. Let's see what's so Kongrong coalition. Yeah, okay. People of merit, fine. So what's happened? He's retreated over here. Well, I think we're gonna go for this settlement then. Let's
from the mountains to the
march
sea.
to attack that settlement next turn, and in the meantime we'll bring this army south so that it can move to defend either settlement or potentially move out and strike this army. Now got a small positive balance. What's this? This is a land registry office. We've got food, but to be honest, a surplus of only 4 isn't healthy enough. So let's go and secure some more. What's this? This is a patrol barracks, which we can't make use of. So we're going to need to demolish that, and we can. Yeah, actually, it's giving us those benefits for now, and I don't think we'll be able to do anything whilst this is upgrading for 4 turns. So if we demolish it now, it will just be an empty space for 3 turns. So look, I'm going to leave that as it is, and just click on these commanderies, see if there's anything I need to do. No, not for the moment. As a recap, we do have a non-aggression pact with Sun Sea, so my sort of southwest border is secure, and this southern area is all sort of abandoned territory, so nobody to threaten me from there. So I am free to focus on the north.
Tolerance is the best.
So he will he'll go for peace and pay me for it. But to be honest, we've given him an absolute spanking. So fuck that. Rejected.
You insult us.
Question for me, is this his only territory left? In which case we'd be wiping him out. He usually does better than that in the campaigns, is my experience, but maybe he just hasn't expanded enough. He could have more territory to the north, we'll see. But either ways, we're on a roll, and our faction is gaining at his expense. So let's continue.
At them! Weapons!
A fair size garrison. Let's kick things off.
Be wise. Keep your wits about you. Kill them.
I could have sworn before this and reduced the sound and got rid of.
We must crush these insects.
Hang on, let me. This isn't going to be very exciting for you guys to watch. I wanted to reduce the volume, and then I wanted to stop that. So maybe I just press cancel rather than confirm. It could entirely be my error. So I'm going to come out, and now I'm going to go back in just to make sure. So it has applied this time. So it could be totally my fault, guys. Anyway. So okay. Not a nice and tidy battlefield. With all these trees. I think we will. What shall we do? Let's deploy over to the left here. Yeah, there's a little building there that might break up the enemy because they attack me. They need to come to us. It's not brilliant terrain, but we'll make use of it. Now. What are these? Hollow formations. I had a comment in today suggesting that I use formations more, and all comments are welcome, so I'm just going to explore that. I thought, and I'm kind of been shown to be right in that thinking, is that as yet I can't really do much in terms of formations with this mod, so yes, don't think that I'm ignoring your comments, because I'm not. I just not sure how I can take advantage of sort of the formations right now. I think I've got to level the generals up more, basically. Now then, in terms of cavalry, we've got all those trees over there. So why don't we bring the cavalry over to our right flank and artillery. Yeah, so I didn't really like this map because I haven't got a nice little rise, have I, to put my unit destroyers. Right, so what we'll do, we'll stick them here. I think we'll bring. I'm going to bring the archers forward down there. We'll bring everybody forward that bit more to give the give these sort of bolt throwers a bit of a better vantage point. I'm always a little bit nervous about them firing into the backs of our own men. So yeah, we'll go like that. And then I'll use this infantry just to screen our flank on that side. Cavalry can stay over here. We'll add some additional infantry just because our line's pretty thin, and then we'll buff, not buff, but you know, we'll add extra protection from cavalry to this this flank. I didn't actually clock as to how much cavalry they had, which is a bit remiss of me. Okay, let's kick things off. And let's go take a look at them, and I'll go into cinematic mode just because it looks badass with all of the advancing troops and their flags. Guys with spears, archers, spearmen. Okay, so no cavalry as yet. I mean, I'm quite happy to take on a slow-moving infantry formation. There's the bolts firing. Some travel through the air, and they're hitting this unit. Why don't we shift fire to these middle units? Because then if we miss, it will the misses should hit. But I've got to say the bolt throwers seem to have sniper-like accuracy. I mean, you'll have seen. Was it the last episode or the episode before where the enemy basically moved cavalry across my front line, and these guys were able to pick out cavalry on the move. So they, I would suggest, need a little nerfing. You know, the reality is that ancient siege weapons were generally just used in sieges. You know, I know you've got things like obviously the gladiator battle where the Romans were using all sorts of ballistas and all that kind of stuff, but generally the you know, the reality of war is that those kind of engines are just unmaneuverable. Used in sieges, I'm not saying they weren't used, but not to the extent that you know, the Hollywood films portray. But of course, if you don't have siege weapons, it's very difficult for the Hollywood film to give you the massive explosions that they like. Anyway, total digression. Need to get our cavalry in there. I think we can advance this infantry as well. So you can see with the mod, pull back a bit, guys. Sorry, let me talk. You can see with the mod that I don't have formations available to me. Instead, they've got these sort of buffs which are active. So this high morale buff is a passive one, as is infantry charge. So that's why I can't use formations. And I've got my cavalry tangled up with the unit of spearmen now, trying to deal with that. So don't say you can't say I ignore your comments, because I've just almost got my general wiped out trying to deal with it. But there we go. You pull out of there. In the meantime, there we go. My
the enemy unit flees.
My ballistas were too far forward because they were basically chasing a unit that had gone out of range, and I do wish there was an option to just target but not pursue. You know, if the enemy goes out of range, could I perhaps put them on hold? So units ordered into guard mode will hold their position, will not pursue disengaged targets. You see, so I don't think that will do what I want it to do by the description, but I'll give it a go, and then maybe that will solve the problem for me, and I can stop bitching about that issue. Where's my cavalry? So you're both still over here. I would like you to take care of those damn archers. Yes, we know that. It's become quite a disjointed battle. No, see, I'm pretty sure they're wheeling them forwards. Let's bring some troops in from the flanks. I hope you guys aren't involved in that melee. That'd be very annoying. Let's go with the benefit of a nice cinematic pass through this melee. The melee obviously still ongoing because of the Beneath the Red Sky mod. Absolutely love that. Let's just so it is just this infantry now there to resist us. One unit of archers. Let's bring all of these back, and it should be the end of them now. So yeah, I mean, Beneath the Red Sky, I say I'm very happy with the melees taking longer. I would love now to see more progress, basically, with other elements of the battle. You know, I'm quite happy now with the arrow trails, for example. So I think there's been a lot of oh, stop this firing. A lot of progress, but I think things like reducing the accuracy or maybe the rate of fire of these siege weapons would be something to do. Let's end the battle. I would quite like to have field battle, equal forces on either side, with the enemy having cavalry.
Is well earned.
Okay, because with the slower pace of the battle,
For our people,
it is less forgiving
no limits.
in terms of making tactical mistakes. So if the enemy squander their cavalry or don't protect their flanks, it's quite easy, as you'll have seen, to kind of whip around them, do the old hammer and anvil. And so yeah, maybe that is one of the downsides of Beneath the Red Sky, is that maybe the AI isn't isn't set up to deal with it. Anyway, so we've captured that territory and we've gained some treasure. And no, he's got other territories, which I thought he might. I would have been surprised if we'd have wiped him out just with that. So let's see if I can send a spy. I can. So let's go and scout that province, please. And we'll do that scouting before we seek to advance any further. Baihu has leveled up. So what should we go with? I think I said I wanted to go to mutability to unlock something. But can I, for the life of me, remember which one it was? It will have been intensity, I think. Yeah, the mighty knockback. Absolutely, that's what I was after. Great stuff. We did gain some ancillaries, but I think these are pretty... I like the additional movement range on the campaign, so we will leave those in place. And
Strength of the mountains.
this is upgrading. We need to convert. Can we convert this turn? Looks like it. It's not stopping me, so let's do that. And then with our secondary force, let's move north. Maybe be able to intercept this force here. And we're not really doing much on the old White Tiger Confederation, are we? We did have the offer of a coalition from Sun Sea, but I still think we might end up with war at some point. Yeah. Anyway, let's press on. Question is, what other forces he may have? So Tao Ying has declared war on us. Well, we'll just acknowledge that.
An exchange, perhaps.
No thanks. No.
Your choice.
I've been reading up on the mercenary contracts, and they don't seem to do much for you anyway. You basically conquer enemy territory. From what I could gather, you then give that territory to the person who's giving you the mission, and you get loads of money for it. But obviously, you don't get the territory, which I'm not that interested in, to be honest. We can get money from our developing our economy. So we got food tents, didn't we, to improve morale. This commandery could be on the front line for a while, so I think let's go with
There is no end.
the mustering grounds, because it will help with prestige, it will help with our unit in terms of replenishment, and it will piss off the neighbouring commanderies, which is good. Now then, so it was Wang Lang who declared war on us. Let's just have a look at known factions. Was it Wang Yang? Not, maybe not. No, sorry, it was Tao Ying. Tao Ying, where are you? Oh, right, so Tao Ying is up in the north here as well. I think I was saying Wang Lang just because I was so worried about it being him, because we'd have to march all the way down here. He would have an opportunity to have some sort of free reign against our territories for a while. That should be pretty bloody annoying. So anyway, Tao Ying. So the question for me is whether we take up the peace offer of Cao Cao and give Tao Ying a bit of a spanking. But before we do that, can we get into range of this army? I don't think we. Let's see. Don't we can. We can. Right. So I think we will. Let's have a look. We got some archers, infantry, obviously a bit of cavalry, and the bodyguards. They're a very depleted force. So I think what we'll do is defeat this army. Hopefully without too much cost. We've got a massive numerical superiority. Hopefully get some money from the ransoming and what have you, but it will just it'll push down Cao Cao. So this, maybe we can extract some money from that piece, and then we can shift our forces, I think, and focus on one opponent. So it's a very forested battle. Love the river. Very, very scenic. It's a beautiful game. You have to give CA that. You know, there's some things I don't like, the fast battles, etc. And I still don't like the fact that the units are tied to the heroes. But that whinging aside, it is a beautiful game. Now then, the retort from some of you will no doubt be, wow, it's not about how pretty the game looks, it's about gameplay. And I would have no answer to that retort. It would be a point well made. So yeah, I would prefer to see in future Total War games this level of prettiness. You know, I think this is fine. You don't need any more prettiness now when it comes to fighting battles. We've got the level of prettiness we need from Total War. What we need is better gameplay and bugs resolved. You know, if the engine was dramatically changed, you know, totally groundbreaking engine, then I think I'd be less pissed off about the bugs. You know, you're more willing to forgive bugs in games which are doing new things, particularly if they're from small developers. Less forgiving of large developers. But this engine is kind of, my impression is it's still the same engine, just tweaked with and upgraded. I could be totally wrong, but I think it's the same engine, you know, they've been working with this for years and have released loads of games, made millions, and there's still bloody bugs with it in terms of the sieges. So time for a new engine, time for new games, and you know, maintain the level of prettiness, that's fine, but improve the gameplay. Anyway, look, in the meantime, guys, we will continue to have the modders who will do what they can, and it's perhaps a bit of a shame about Three Kingdoms. It just doesn't seem to attract the modders, and maybe it's because ones like Attila are perhaps are better for it. Perhaps this is just either less moddable, or it attracts less people. I don't know. Put your comments in the YouTube box and let me know what you think. I'm happy to be corrected. Let's just go to cinematic mode, and maybe I can use this then as the screenshot for the video. Does look great. Anyway, enough about how good it looks. Let's so we're gonna just go. I think I've actually moved him out of the group, which I didn't mean to. Anyway, no problem. There have been some improvements. It's not all negative things, I have to say. So I'm playing DAI at the moment, which is a mod for Rome 2, and in that game, when you click and drag a unit, or like I do like this, they automatically run, and you've got to press the control key down to stop them from running, which is, you know, it's a small little gripe. But in this game, there is an option in the options menu to toggle that, so by default they walk, and that's what I've got on basically, which is why I'm not sort of running everybody about. Okay guys, it is however time to charge. Don't want to be eating their arrow fire. And let's send the cavalry forward.
March quickly! Forward!
And with speed.
That's it. Nice little mosh pit there, whilst we then take out the archers with our cavalry and engage their commanders as well. Okay, I think we should probably stop our own missiles because we'll be inflicting
The enemy warriors are
friendly
running!
fire. There we go. Just speed things up a little bit whilst we take some prisoners. We don't need to annihilate them all.
fallen.
Oh
They
gosh.
were no match.
There we go, we'll claim victory off that then. And end the battle. So 5 minutes long. But, you know, that's to be expected when you've got such an advantage in numbers. Okay, Crash is making a meal of it.
Celebrate! Our victory was
So we lost 8. Okay, and we captured Cao Ren. I believe, have we let him go in the past? I feel like I've let him go once already. But his friends, I'm going to release him again and
run
get the
back to your
income.
masters.
And we will ransom also
I will show
for the
mercy
income.
this time. Renewal warms my spirit.
And I released him because I'm hoping for peace, and I thought if he's friends with Cao Cao, then killing him is not going to help with the peace negotiations. Whereas we've defeated his field army in battle once again. Let's go with Instinct. Made him legendary now on the Instinct front, which is good. And Dongji, what can we do here? Not a hell of a lot, so I think we've got to unlock this one, haven't we? No. Why is he annoyed? Why is he very, very annoyed? He's got a faction grudge. Who's he grudging? So he doesn't like Gaojia? Is that? No. So why are you so pissed off? He's gonna defect. Why? So he's got a faction grudge, even though he just won a battle for us. And
Old makes way for the
so maybe it's because we let Cao Ren go and we should have killed him.
Attention! Obey instinct.
Well, we could try to hang on to him by giving him maybe a title. Let's have a look. So, Earth Dragon, more salary, more authority, but doesn't give him any satisfaction. We could make him Chief of Records, 25 satisfaction, but quite a lot of salary. 40 satisfaction, General in Chief. 400 salary though. We've only got a surplus of 300. I don't think you're not worth that, boyo. General of the Guards. General of the Standard. There's a lot of generals, isn't there? Yeah, let's see with if we make him General of the Standard. That will no, it gives range damage. He's not going to benefit from that. But it was only 100, you see, so it was quite good in terms of economics. Well, I'll tell you what, if we'll give him this one, General of the Right, because that will then reduce the upkeep of his troops. So, he's still... yeah, he's low satisfaction. He's not about to bugger off, at least. So, what about... We'll give him a guard as well. Yeah, but you be my guard and keep an eye on the bastard. Now then, let's have a chat with old Cao Cao. Yeah.
Not you again.
Yeah, me again. So, peace. So, we're a major threat. Damn right we are. He doesn't like the idea, and is going to have a wider diplomatic impact. The recent losses in battles is persuading him, and the military strength is persuading him. Doesn't look like I can wheedle any money out of him, and just to be able to concentrate against Tao Ying is probably... So look, I'm going to propose that to you.
Your offer is accepted.
He took it because he knows that he's on the losing side. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to end the video here because it's gone on for a little while, and then in the next episode we'll go give Tao Ying a little spanking. Okay, see you next time, and as always, if if you've got any comments, do let me know, both positive and negative, and if you've enjoyed the content, please do like or subscribe. Thanks very much, guys.